Thank you, conference. What am I asking you for? Well, it's set out nice and clear in the motion guide. And what I'm asking for is Welsh Liberal Democrat councillors to propose motions to their councils analogous or similar to the ones which was passed in Flintshire and also Salford. And I say Flintshire as well as Salford because, as you may well be aware, a motion to this effect was successfully passed in Flintshire unanimously. A debt of gratitude is owed by me to councillors Cogan and Parkhurst for proposing and seconding that motion respectively. And I say it was unanimously passed. So what I want the councillors to do is to go to the council and say, please pass this motion. So what is this motion? This motion is about information and education. It tells people about medical cannabis patients and the rights that they have. It also tells legal authorities how to distinguish between a legal and illegal cannabis user. At the moment, the waters are muddy and they need to be clarified. What the motion also does is advance a progressive agenda, and that isn't to be taken lightly in today's times. As I say, we're fortunate in Flintshire. We're represented by progressive parties typically, and as I say, it was unanimously approved there. So think on about that. What does the motion not do? Okay, it doesn't create any new rights. Patients already have these rights, okay? As I say, it's about information and education. It explains what those rights are. And it also advises patients about how they can enforce their rights. It doesn't permit the illegal use of cannabis. It doesn't alter its status at all. It does nothing on that. Lastly, it costs very little money to implement. And it has a tremendous feel-good factor. It is an opportunity for a local government to do something which benefits disabled people. Yeah. You are going to push it an open door, councillors, on it. You're going to get favourable press if you perceive it. The motion is there. It has worked in Flintshire, it's worked in Salford. I would ask you to go to your councillors and say to them, we could get some good PR with this. We can be shown as people who protect the rights of the disabled. And as I say, it costs nothing in either an economic sense or a legal sense. These people already have these rights. So, on that basis, I wish to propose the motion. And thank you very
much. I think if we reduce it all to one word, awareness. Because that's what it boils down to. There was a concern mentioned about the police. Well, the police are unaware of patients' rights. People mentioned about regulation. They are unaware of how heavily regulated cannabis is. Patients know the details that we meant to carry. I have to carry an ID. The prescription has to be carried in the original package. It's got to have the label on it. I have to use a specific device to medicate with. So these things are covered already, and they are covered in statute, but there is that black hole awareness and a lack of awareness. And that's exactly what this motion does.